Hello, I am starting a juice fast and I wanted you to join me on my journey. So, welcome. Today is day one, day zero. I haven't even started. Last night was the last time I ate something. I made sure it was kind of light, and I have been preparing for like a week or two to get ready for this juice fast. I have my own juicer, so I just bought that like a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really excited to try it out. I tried making fresh tart cherry juice, which was really wonderful, and so I'm just excited to start some combinations of different fruits and veggies and see what combinations I really like or that sort of thing. I wanted to do a juice fast because I feel really uncomfortable in life right now. Like, there's a lot going on right in the middle of like coronavirus and racial tension and protests. And there's some stuff going on with me personally too that I want some questions answered, some clarification on. And I've done a fast in the past and I felt amazing after it. And so I am hoping for the same thing this time so I can get a little bit more at peace than how I'm feeling right now. And that's the reason for my fast. I'm not doing it for weight loss reasons. Of course, there will be weight loss because you're restricting calories. So that's a natural given thing. But more than likely, you're going to gain it all back when you start eating. So, you fasting for me is not for a weight loss purpose. It's more for clarity and a spiritual connection. I often start my fast with communion to make sure that I'm centered and committed to the fast, and end with communion as well. Right now, I'm just sipping on some hibiscus tea before I start my juicing process, which I will take you on. But if you're thinking of doing a fast, or it can be a water fast, a juicing fast, or any other type of fast, you really want to talk with your dietitian and your doctor to make sure that the fast is safe for you, how long maybe you want to do the fast, and what type of fast is best for you. There are some people who, a water fast or a juice fast, that is not the best solution for you. That is not the best type of fast for you. Maybe it's eliminating a type of food or a meal or something like that. So that's why you want to talk to a dietitian to make sure that you have the best setup for you, so that you'll be successful and that you won't harm yourself. The point of a fast is to help you in some way. So you want to make sure you're careful with that. For me, like I said, it's all about centering, making sure that I can get my mind clear and that I can reset my life for some different things. I have been collecting lots and lots of fruits and vegetables, including lemons and blood oranges that I'm so excited to start with. I love the taste of those, and of course the color is wonderful as well. And I have been getting kale and turnip greens and lemons and limes and watermelon and papaya, peaches and sweet potatoes and oranges and grapefruit. I mean, you can try to juice whatever. Oh, and I've also gotten a lot of ginger because I know I love ginger in my juices, and I've gotten some tamarind, not tamarind root, but turmeric as well. So I am excited to get started, and this will be a 7-day juice fast. And I've done a little bit of research on how to end the juice fast. So I am interested to see how that will go as well. A lot of people have researched and they've said that the Jack Rose method of breaking your fast is the best way to do that. So I'm going to try it out. Jack Rose says that you divide your number of days you fasted by 4 to figure out how many days it should take you to break the fast. For me, it's 7 days, so it'll take me a couple of days to break my fast, You stop your fast by soaking 8 ounces of prunes in water, eat the prunes, and drink the water that's left over to break your fast. Then you go into fresh whole fruits that are mostly watery, like watermelon and mango and papaya, pineapple, things like that, so it won't shock your system, and slowly introduce new foods into whole foods into your diet. So I'm interested to see how that will work, because I've done a fast before and I broke the fast, probably not in the best way. So I'm excited to start this fast. I'm excited to take you on this journey with me and to try out some different fruits, and some different vegetables, and to juice them and see how wonderful combinations I can come up with. So I'm gonna go and do my first juice. I'll be back. So I made my juice, and I guess I wanted to prove it to you because I got juice all over my shirt. Like, how do you even do that? I don't even know. But it was fun. I made a green juice. So I put kale and spinach, ginger, lemon, parsley, pear, a Granny Smith apple, and also 2 red apples. I think they were Macintosh. I think that's all I put in here, and some parsley. Did I say that already? I'm not sure, but it's pretty yummy. I made a liter of it since, this is all I'm doing, all I'm eating. I wanted to make sure I had enough. Oh, and I added some celery in there too. I knew I was forgetting something. It's pretty tasty, pretty yummy. What I liked about when I was making the juice, I could stop and taste and see, like, oh, that was good. Now it's too spicy. Let me add some more sweet into it. So that was pretty nice, I will say. My first green juice that I made, and I will say it's pretty darn good. Well, now I have to go and change clothes, and then I'm gonna relax the rest of the day. Maybe take a little walk, do some little writing, focus on those questions I wanted to ask myself. Well, until our next juice, I'll see you later. It's such a beautiful day to be juicing. So I made my second juice. This one is nice and refreshing. It's watermelon, strawberries, and lime. I gave it a taste, and I bet basil juice would set it off. But I don't have any basil, so I'll have to remember that for next time. But it's really nice and refreshing. It's really the first day. It's only been a few hours, since I've been awake, that I haven't had any solid foods, and it's okay. I'm a little tired, but I also haven't had the real need to be glued to the television. I've been focused on juicing and doing other things, getting my life together, as we say. So that's been really fun. So I'm gonna do a little bit more of that, and then I'll, relax on the couch and watch some TV, because there's nothing going on right now. This is during Corona time. There's no going out for activities and just lounging around, being about. I'm really enjoying the time being at home. So I'm gonna not finish all of these juices. I'm going to try to drink half and leave the other for the next day. So that way I can have some variety when I'm juicing. Because the last thing you want to be is restricting yourself and bored. This is really good though. So I'm back with some more juices for you. Today I did a couple of juices. I'm trying to get in like 2 different varieties every day. I try to make a big jug so that way I can have some leftovers for the next day as well. So I started my day off with the green juice. Sounds pretty like reasonable, right? But today I made a sweet potato, carrot, apple juice. And I wanted to juice some sweet potatoes because I snack on them raw while I'm cooking like sweet potato dishes. And I wanted to try it, and it's actually pretty yummy. I shake up my juices. You have to remember that it's like juice, straight juice. I didn't add any water to it, but it will separate. So you have to shake it up a little bit. So that way everything is well dispersed. But I'm gonna taste it for you. I can really taste the sweet potato. The sweet potato is like more prominent than anything else, but I added in some apples to make sure that it was actually, you know, like sweet tasting and not like I was just really biting into a sweet potato. And this juice here is a beet juice with ginger, lemon, apples, and carrots. So I have a lot of carrots, so you might see carrots in a lot of my juices. But this beet juice, and I put a lot of ginger in this one, probably more than I really should have because it's really spicy, but I like the spice. But what's great about juicing, if you're able to juice it, get a juicer and juice the fruits and veggies yourself, you can taste as you go along. Oh, that's too bitter, let me add some more of something sweet. Let me add some apples. Apples are great because it brings sweetness without a lot of like other flavors. It's kind of like a neutral. It's like sweet but not distracting from everything else. That's why I can put apples in this carrot and sweet potato juice without really tasting an apple. But yeah, so I'm enjoying it. Today was a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was day 1 and I had like a massive headache by the time I went to bed, and I was literally like, please let it get better. And it did. I woke up, I was feeling refreshed. Today starts a day of like, oh, you know what? These hunger pains aren't so bad anymore. Let's just move on with life. I can continue to work on my blog, which is all about food. So yeah, you got to make sure that you really work through that. I am able to think about some things, do a little bit of reading. Yesterday I didn't even want to talk to anyone. Like, my head was hurting so badly. And you're at that point, you're like, why am I doing this? Just remember the focus. And if you can get through the first day, really it's the first 3 days. If you can get through that, you can make it. But the first day, of course, is the hardest because your body's adjusting to it. Your body's doing what it's supposed to do. It's sending you hunger signals. It's telling you what it needs, and you're trying to ignore it. So it takes a little bit of time and effort to get through those things. But I've been enjoying my nature. I've been enjoying my pup. I've been enjoying this time off. And yes, my tummy is feeling nice. Oh, the other thing you need to know about this beet juice, because this is raw beets. This is just take it out the ground or from the store and put it in a juicer. Your poop, yes, I talk about poop. Your poop will be red like this color of the beets. Don't be alarmed. I think the first time I had beet juice, I was a little panicked when I saw my poop. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm internally bleeding. I need to go to the ER. And then I started thinking about like what I actually have been eating and what have I been consuming. And I was like, you know what? It's probably the beet juice. So don't be alarmed for that. You may even notice as you're doing this juice cleanse, or if you're doing any kind of fasting, you may notice there's gonna be some GI changes. Monitor those because you want to make sure your body is talking to you and is telling you what it's doing. So make sure you're up to date with that. I have a couple more beets left, so I know I'll get another beet juice in. I have a lot of carrots left, so I will be putting those into some more things. But I have some tropical fruit that I can't wait to get into. But I wanted to start off with, like some of the basic juices, green juices, carrot juices, beet juices, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. And I'm excited to see my lavender plant here actually growing. I've been trying to grow lavender for years and it doesn't really do well. So this is probably like my 4th year trying to grow some lavender, and this is the best looking one. I had a good looking one last summer, and then I didn't take care of it over the winter and I had to start over. But this one is blooming pretty nicely. Maybe the 5th year is a charm. Well, I'm gonna finish off some juice, then I'm gonna relax and do some writing for the evening. So hopefully I'll get some more clarity. I've already had some clarity about some things. What have I had clarity on? You gotta visualize what you want. That was my big aha moment for just day 2. Visualize what you want. And I've been doing a poor job of that. So you got to see it almost to the point where you can touch it, almost to the point where you can describe exactly like what you're wearing, what it smells like, that feeling. So that's what I'm gonna do a little bit of practicing in the next few moments. And of course some relaxing and some good nice sleep and some stretching. I have not done any stretching in about a week. All the things you can remember when you're not focusing on food in the same way. Well, here we go. Hello again. It's day 3. My fingers are a little orange because this time I did a turmeric juice. So this juice has papaya, turmeric, and orange juice. It's pretty yummy. I'm not the hugest fan of papaya, but the orange juice and the turmeric is, balances it out for me. And it was a pretty large, pretty ripe papaya, so I was able to get a lot of juice from it. So I actually saved the other half to do something else with it. And this one is guava, kiwi, and fresh pressed coconut water. So it's pretty yummy too, let me tell you. Like, I've started to go on my tropical phase. I'm like, does this count as a green juice, even though it's like tropically green? I mean, that's pretty yummy. It's the juice from one guava. So I may pick up another guava because that was kind of yummy. Oh, and I put some golden kiwi in this one. So this juice is actually, let me say it again. This juice is turmeric, papaya, golden kiwi, and orange juice. And it's pretty yummy. Look at that wonderful golden color. I've been drinking enough water in between my juices, so I'm not having any problems there. I'm really hydrated. Let's see, as far as everything else, I'm feeling really good now. I've gotten through what I feel is the hardest part. I'm actually starting to feel energized now. I am having a good time with my writing and reading and reflecting. Yeah, it's all pretty good. The hunger pains have really ceased. Like, I can see commercials with not being like, oh my goodness, why is the food looking so delicious? And it's something that I usually don't like or don't eat. So all of that has gone away. So I think I'm powering through straight ahead from this point. Do you have any questions? Can you think of anything that you want to like have answers to, or just comment below and I'll try to respond to those and see if I can answer those questions for you. Remember, this is just something fun. Listen to your body. If you need to stop, it's okay. Your body is telling you that. This is a way to get in tune with your body. So I'm actually looking forward to also coming off of the fast very slowly, because some of these fruits, like, they're really plentiful right now. So I can't wait to have them whole, like, and get that fiber. But remember, don't jump into it too quickly, because then your tummy will get upset with you. I think that's all for today. It's day 3. I'm feeling good, loving life. My Ziggy boy is having a good time too. He's really enjoying the outside. Like yesterday, he was out in the rain, just out. And I'm like, dude, it's raining. And you're not gonna like it when I have to comb you out. So come on inside. He's looking at me now. Like, what? What did you say? Go inside. That's not something I want to do. So try some combinations. And don't worry if you turn orange in casualty of juicing. That's like a minimum part of the problem. Hello again. I wanted to tell you that I'm also drinking kombucha during my fast. And kombucha is a probiotic tea drink. So it's it's fermented, and it has it creates these probiotics, and it naturally has some fizz to it because of the reactions that are going on in there. And it's a clear liquid, so I'm like, great, I can drink some probiotic. I found a company that has like really good probiotic taste. So I've loved probiotics, been drinking those for a while, but this one is delicious. I don't know if it's because it's like locally, like, you know, sourced, but it has hibiscus tea, rose water, like chamomile. It's great. So I was holding on to it for a while because I knew I was going to do this juice fast. So I said, okay, I'll just, try it during that time. And now I wish I had tried it earlier, because I was at a place that was selling more of this kind. It's called Hex, H-E-X. I was selling, they were selling more of this brand, and I would have bought another one. But I know where to find them, so I'll be buying some more. But yeah, it's really delicious. So I just wanted to let you know what else I'm doing to like cleanse my body, to, help things move along. Hopefully I'll be like cleaned out pretty soon, and my body can really reset itself, and I can start working on making sure my taste buds are back in balance with not having so many like fatty foods and salty. It's really a great cleanse, because I'm also doing some recipes, so I want to make sure that everything is good for you as well, so that way you can have some great recipes to try along. But remember, this juice fast is supposed to be fun. It doesn't seem like fun at the very beginning, but after that bad, little cycle through it keeps going, and you just, all of a sudden, you're trying to tell everybody, you need to do a juice fast. You need to try this. It's so amazing. So if you're able, give it a try. So I wanted to quickly tell you about my juicing today. It's day 4. Maybe you can tell I have some more energy, so it's great. And I'm still in my tropical feels. So I wanted to get a green juice in because I finished off the green juice that I made a couple of days ago, and so I really want to make sure that I always have a green juice on hand. So this one I gave a little tropical spin to, and a little southern root to it as well. I saw some beautiful looking turnip greens that I juiced, and along with some cucumber, a couple of apples, and pineapple. Now that is what gives it the little fresh taste, because when I was juicing the turnip greens, let me tell you, that was a deep dark green, like a hunter green. It was a little bitter, so I added in some pineapple juice just to make sure that it would taste yummy, because I mean, there's no point in making the juices and doing all this work if they don't taste tasty and you don't like them. Yeah, that's a lot better. I could drink that. And it's really, really like a thin juice. Now this one, on the other hand, this is a really thick juice. It's tropical too, but I added in some veggies in it. It's carrots, peaches, sweet potato, and mango. Now the mango, it was the last thing I put through the juicer, and it was really, really thick. Like, if you see my juicer, it has a little shelf to catch the juice, and that shelf has a really tight filter in it, so that way what comes through is really a smooth juice. And all the mango was like staying in the top, and I was trying to use things to press out the juices, and it really wasn't coming through. So what did I do? I added the mango nectar in. Like, there was still all the pulp and bits that came out through the other chute, the waste chute, but the nectar I just put in, and so it's a little bit thicker than a thin juice. It still has lots of carotene from the carrots, lots of carotene from the sweet potato. Remember, all your fiber's gone, but it has a beautiful, beautiful color. And it tastes like the tropics because I put the mango in, and I went on and put in all of the mango nectar. So it's really smooth and creamy. I have some more mangoes that I may do a little research and find out that, you need to put, I hope it doesn't start like pouring right while I'm talking to you. But I may do some research and see if it's just a really thick juice that the mango gives, and that way I need to pour something that's gonna give a thinner juice to push that through. Or is it something that I'm just gonna save for when I'm weaning off and making smoothies, or maybe just eating the whole fruit? Because I went and picked up a couple more mangoes just for the occasion, because I was thinking mango juice would be delicious, and it is, but it's more like a mango nectar, so it's not as thin as the juice, but it's still quite delicious. So I don't know if you can see, but this green juice separates. As I was making this juice, it separated out, but as you can see, it really easily comes back together. All you have to do is give it a shake, and your juices come back together. Don't worry, don't think that it has gone bad or something's wrong with your juice, or you didn't do something correctly. More than likely you did. You just have to give it a shake. Remember, your juices should last like a day or two. You don't want to go too much longer than that, because remember, they are fresh juices and they will spoil. But I think I'm gonna have to catch you later, because I don't know if you can tell, but it's getting darker and windier and scarier, and I've still got to like take all the waste from these juices to the trash. So I'm hoping not to have to do that in pouring rain. So until next time, keep writing, keep juicing, and remember to have a fun, tasty time and try something new. It doesn't matter if you don't have a recipe, especially for juices, just taste it as you go. It needs a little bit more sweetness, add a sweeter fruit. You want more veggies, you can always add in carrots, sweet potatoes, beets, greens, whatever you like. See ya. Hello again. It's me. So, today is day 5. Wow. I feel good. I'm not, like all those symptoms are kind of like, they're gone. I'm feeling so wonderful right now. I'm feeling light as a feather. Like the only thing I'm kind of can't wait for is when I can actually like eat the fruit that I'm juicing. That's what I'm looking forward to, like the most. But I'm feeling great. It is blazing hot today. So after I finish talking with you, I'm gonna go on a small little hike. It's like handicap accessible hike. So it's not very intense, which is, you don't want to do any like intense workouts, especially while you're fasting, while it's hot. Make sure you stay hydrated no matter what time of year or how the weather is. You always want to stay hydrated while you are fasting and just in normal everyday life. So I have 2 juices here. I was thinking that I would get more juice from the grapefruit, but this is kind of how much juice I got from 3 or 4 grapefruits. I can't remember now. But this is a simple cocktail. It's ginger, grapefruit, and lemons. I put a lot of ginger in there to make sure it's spicy. That's one of the things I love about like some of the juices at other places, that hint of ginger. So when I was shopping and scavenging for all my fruits and vegetables and what I would be interested in pureeing or juicing, I wanted to make sure I got a big huge knob of ginger so that I could break it off and put in whatever I thought. So this, of course, the sour and the tartness from the grapefruit, it pairs great with the ginger, so that's why I did that. And also this one started off in a different direction. I started off with green kiwi fruit, pineapple, mint, and some pressed fresh coconut water. And then I didn't have enough kiwis to make as much juice as I wanted, so I added in a golden kiwi, some guava fruit, and it's still really nice and refreshing. So it's not that like greeny color, it's more like a greeny, you know, orange, limey green color, but let me tell you, it's really refreshing and delicious. Let me prove it to you, because you won't believe me otherwise. See that? I'm refreshed. Can't you tell? It's really good. I'm gonna like be happy about that one for sure. And look, it's still alive. Yes, the storm that came through yesterday was really massive. I'm glad that I got to finish talking to you before it all came down. And there's supposed to be another storm coming through today, so I need to get out of here so I can get my walk in. I'm trying to get in, like before I was juicing, I was doing like a 2-mile walk, so I'm gonna try to at least do 2 miles today. I'll listen to my body. If I'm tired, if I'm overexerting myself, if it's because it's way too hot, I will most definitely stop and come back, relax, chill out. There's no problems with doing that. So you want to be careful if you are going to juice grapefruit juice. You may want to talk with your pharmacist or check the side effects and the reactions with any medications you may have. Grapefruit juice can interact negatively with a lot of medications. So that's why if you notice, if you go to a hospital, they're not even serving grapefruit juice as an option for breakfast. And that's the reason why. So you just want to be careful with that, because you want your medicine, if you're taking it, to work properly. But of course, the grapefruit juice is delicious. It has lots of vitamin C and some antioxidants and nutrients that you could use. And the same thing for this kiwi, pineapple, lots of vitamin C in there as well. So there's different ways you can get the same nutrients. If you're looking for vitamin C, of course, there's oranges that may be okay. And as well as I have some blood oranges that I can't wait to juice. Any of your citrus fruits are a great source of vitamin C that you can use. Well, now I'm about to go and get to my walk. Hello! There's another summer storm coming, so I have to be really quick. But I wanted to show you that I did make my beets. Juicing is a great way to use up some fruits and veggies that may not be looking so wonderful, but of course you know that they still taste great. So I used up some beets. I put beets, carrots, ginger, celery. Oh, and I was supposed to put some kale in here too, so I'll have to go back and put some kale in there. Just to make sure I get like some good color in all of my veggies in. But yeah, it's starting to come down. So I will have to actually chat with you in a second. All right, so I'm back. I'm out the rain. And I wanted to finish telling you about my beet juice. And that using fruits that are and vegetables that are just about to go bad, it's a great way to use them just by using the juice of them. So especially if you have company coming over and you wanted to have a display of fresh fruits and veggies, but they're starting to look a little, I don't know. You can juice them and have a delicious juice that you can serve instead. This time I put in some kale. I added in some kale, some carrots, celeries, beets, of course, an apple, and some lemon juice. This color is a really deep, rich red. So that's gonna be great for your body, for skin glow as well. And of course, it's gonna taste delicious. I made a blood orange ginger juice. Blood oranges are great for vitamin C, and the ginger gives it a spicy note. It's a great little, spicy cocktail. And then this juice is a sweet red juice. It is watermelon, mint, and cherries. Now, cherries are great for sleep. They also help to aid in getting rid of soreness or preventing soreness. And they are may help in preventing some cancers from forming, as well as providing lots of antioxidants. So this is a great juice all around, but it's also super refreshing. The mint is strong in there, so remember, you can always just go up or down with how much mint you add in. But this juice here is so refreshing that I am really gonna put it in my back pocket for a really hot summer day, having a party out on the deck, or with my friends, or taking to the beach or anything, because this is amazing. Both of these juices are great bases for cocktails if you want that too. You may notice that it seems like every day I have two different amounts of juice, and you're wondering if there is a reason for that. There isn't. It just so happens chance that's the way it works out. I am new to making my own juices, so I don't really have an idea of how many fruits or vegetables I need, about how much juice each one will make. So this one was 2 blood oranges, didn't even make a cup of juice. And this is watermelon, about a pound of cherries, only a quarter of a watermelon, and about 5 or 6 mint leaves. Let me tell you that I'm surprised at how much or how little juice you get from certain items. Like this watermelon, I thought for sure that in the middle of the week I would have to go out and get another watermelon because I knew I wanted more watermelon juices. That was not the case. I've only used half of the watermelon all week for juices. And then this, I thought for sure would be able to fill up this entire jar, and it didn't. So just make sure that you're getting a lot of variety. Apples are great. They produce a lot of juice. So does the watermelon, and pineapples, when they're ripe, give you a lot of juice as well. So those are some items that you can have on hand just in case you're making something and you need more juice. You can use those items for more juice. And remember that apple is a neutral, like, kind of juice flavor, where pineapple will give you a lot of sweetness. And just play around with it from there. You can add as little or as much as you like. I've definitely been tasting my juices as they go. Oh, this one needs a little bit more cherry, or this one didn't have enough ginger, so I added in more ginger. I knew that I didn't have any more blood oranges, and I didn't really want to dilute that blood orange flavor, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't, overpower the juice with the ginger taste. Because remember, ginger is spicy. So I am on day 6 of juicing, and I am feeling great. I mean, really great. I was, before juicing, was having a cup of coffee every morning to start my day because I felt like that was the only way I was able to function. And now I have definitely not been having any coffee while I've been juicing, and I wake up refreshed and don't need it. Like, I still need to make sure that I'm going to bed on time, and that'll definitely help. But as far as needing some caffeine to start my day or to energize myself, no way, not needed. Today I even walked 3 miles around the track. It was a slow, casual walk, but I still got in 3 miles, and then after work ran errands and still came home and made juices. So I feel like amazing, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to juice fast, to reset my body, to reset my mind, and to reset my spirit. And I think that I have accomplished that. Like, it's day 6 and tomorrow's the last official day of juicing, and I'm a little sad to be honest. Like, day 1 you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is the dumbest thing I've ever decided to do. By the end of it, you're like, is that it? Is that all? Like, I need more. I want more of life. I want more of everything. So I'm loving where I am now. I am like a little saddened because all the wonderful fruits are in such peak right now. So that's another reason why my juices are tasting delicious, but I also want to enjoy them, eat them whole, because when I'm juicing them, I'm getting rid of a lot of the nutrients that are good for you. So I would love to have some of that fiber that they're providing, some of those vitamins that I'm missing out on, and minerals that I'm missing out on by leaving it in the skin that I'm discarding. So that's one reason why I'm like, okay, even though I could go on, I'm okay with stopping, so that way I can get some of those nutrients that my body really needs. I don't want to abuse my body. It's performing really well right now, so I need to reward it by appreciating what it's doing. So until day 7, last day, I'll tell you how that goes and how I end my fast. Hello, it's day 7 of my juice fast. I have done it. I've completed it. I'm gonna end the fast by having my communion first, and then I will move on to my prunes. So I've done a fast before, a 7-day fast before, and I finished it by by having a smoothie. And I don't think that was the necessarily the right thing to do. I didn't have the stomach pains and issues that other people have talked about that they've had when they stop the juice fast and then immediately eat a bunch of food. I didn't have that issue, but I still felt like it wasn't the best way to end a fast. And also during that time, I felt like I really wanted to get a really good cleaning before I put anything new into my body. So when I did some research on how the best way to end a fast, I found a lot of people talking about this Jack Rose method of how to end a fast. And he ends his fast by eating prunes soaked in water, and that gives you a good cleansing, and then continuing with juices on well, for me it'll be that 8th day, and the next day I'm then having like lots of fresh watery fruits. So I think that sounds like a great way to end a fast, so that's how I'm gonna end this one. I'm gonna try it out. So I have 8 ounces of prunes here, and prunes are dried plums. They're just hopefully sun-dried, and they really taste yummy, but they also have a lot of fiber that really makes you go. So it's really basically a laxative. So 8 ounces seems like a lot because I know my stomach has shrunk. I haven't used it in the past 7 days. So I also feel like this will be a shock to the system as well. Like even maybe I won't be able to eat all 8 ounces, but we'll see. I'm not gonna stuff myself. I'm not going to make myself like consume the 8 ounces if I can't do it. I've done a great job by cleansing myself, listening to my body, and so I want to continue to do that. So I'm just going to pour some water over these, and I will cover this and let it soak overnight. And in the morning they should be really plump, because remember they're just dried prunes, so they should be really plump and delicious. I like prunes anyway. Do you know that they have like even like flavored prunes, like orange scented prunes and berry prunes? But anyway, I digress. I only got the regular prunes. I didn't get any fancy prunes for this. And I'm gonna let that soak, and hopefully they will be yummy in the morning. I will let you know if it works, if they taste delicious and yummy. What has been said time and time again is after you have these prunes, in about an hour to 2 hours, you will see these prunes again, if you know what I mean. So make sure that you do this on a day that you don't have anything to do, like in the morning, and then you should feel cleaned. Apparently, if you don't have a really fast deposit after that, then you may need to continue juicing. You may need another round of the prunes because something there is blocking that from moving as well as it should. So I'm not nervous about it. I'll let you know if I should have been nervous about it, but I feel good. Again, I feel good about the juice fast. I am excited about slowly introducing new foods back into my diet. I have already shopped for red and green cabbage so I can make a slaw that's not mayo based. It's a lime based light slaw with peanuts in there, And I have bought some ingredients for gazpacho and for a cucumber and tomato salad with a little bit of onions. I'm still keeping it very light, introducing foods back into my system very slowly, or whole foods, because I've been having a lot of these nutrients and vitamins, but I haven't had a lot of fiber. I've been missing out on some nutrients, and I don't want to like mess up anything that I've been working so hard to do. So you want to make sure that you take your time introducing foods back into your system. Well, I'm gonna let these soak, and I'm gonna have some more juices to finish out this day, and I will finish out the next day after having my prunes. I will finish them out with juices as well. So I still have really a couple more days of juices to go before I introduce some whole fruits into my diet. So I'll let you know how it goes. Good morning. I wanted to show you the prunes before I went into them. They're really, really soft. Like probably softer than I would want them to be, but usually prunes are dried fruit, so they're really hard and chewy. And these are super soft. Here's a better looking one. Remember, they're just dried plums, so now they're rehydrated plums. And let's see how they taste. Okay. They're pretty good. I let them rehydrate in the fridge so they're nice and cool. I'm going to enjoy these. Can't believe this is the first time I'm like chewing in 8 days. So hopefully this will, because these are probably more prunes than I would have in a usual setting, hopefully the soaking of them will help to not make its passing so difficult. But I wanted to just show you how these prunes rehydrated and plumped up. I'm gonna really take my time eating these. Like I said, it's been 8 days since I've actually chewed on something, so I really want to make sure that I'm taking my time. It is going to be a shock to the system, but I'm doing it the correct way. It's a beautiful morning, so I'm really excited about that nice cool breeze that's coming through. I think I may finish having these prunes on the deck. Maybe do a little reflection, a little morning meditation while I nosh on my prunes. Well, I wanted to just show you how I end my fast, and I have to be honest, last night I was really craving some Thai basil fried rice. No idea why. I think it's because I've been focusing on breaking the fast, so mentally I've been thinking about what am I going to eat. So I think that's just part of the reason why my cravings have started coming back, because they weren't doing that before. But I'm glad that I have a real plan, so I won't go and like completely mess up my fast by breaking it the wrong way. So I still have my fresh fruits, watermelon, mango, some guava that I'm going to have today after I finish my prune regimen. I will continue with juicing, and tomorrow will be juices and some fresh whole fruits. So that's my plan for breaking my fast, and then after that I will Slowly and gradually, like I said, I have some coleslaw with a lime dressing. I have some gazpacho ingredients to make. It's just really going to be fresh, mostly like raw ingredients that I'll do for the next like week or so, and then slowly starting in incorporating like um, broths and some hot foods and some more proteins that are cooked proteins. And that's how I'll eventually get back into my eating everything and but making sure that I'm watching what I'm putting into my body. That is most important. So I won't be getting that Thai basil fried rice anytime soon, but in maybe the next couple of weeks I'll be able to fulfill that craving. Or maybe it'll be gone by then. Well, I'm gonna finish my prunes right here on this beautiful morning on the deck. So enjoy your fast. Make sure you break it the best way that's comfortable for you. Until we meet again. I'm back already because I wanted to show you the juice from, or the liquid from the soaked prunes. I put it in a pretty glass so I can, drink it really slowly and enjoy it. The other thing I wanted to make sure that you do the day before, you should always be drinking lots of water during your fast, and you should be, even if you're not fasting, making sure that you're drinking lots of water throughout the day. But especially throughout your fast, and especially the day before, on the day that you're doing your breaking the fast, if you're having your soaked prunes, because they're gonna move and you want them to move freely and to flow smoothly. And the way to do that is to make sure that you have lots of water in your diet. Anytime someone comes to me and they say that they're having some problems with constipation, there are three parts to the recipe that you need to make sure that you start with, that everything's flowing smoothly. Do you have enough fruits and vegetables, enough fiber in your diet? Whole grains, fruits and vegetables, whole fruits, making sure you're getting fiber in your diet. Water is also super important, making sure that you're getting around 2 liters of water a day, which if you think you don't know what 2 liters looks like, you do. It's that 2-liter soda bottle that you see everywhere. Yes, all of that is what you're supposed to be drinking in one day. You can work up to it. And then also making sure that you're moving, doing some form of exercise. 30 minutes a day, going for a walk. I have a doggy, so I'm always going for a couple walks a day. So making sure that you are moving. So remember, the recipe for making sure that you're regular is water, exercise, and fiber. And so today I'm getting all that fiber in, and so I'm gonna make sure that I'm getting enough water to make this a smooth and not so painful, easy process. I don't know if I'm really finished, but I finished eating my 8 ounces of prunes soaked in water and the juice that remained from that water. It ended up that those prunes soaked up almost a cup of the water, because I kind of measured it out to see what was left, and I drank the rest of the cup of soaked prunes. So just like everyone else said, in about an hour I felt some activity going on, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's it. All right. And then about an hour later, my body was like, oh, you want all of this out? You want to be completely clean? So yeah. Then, there was a lot of activity. But I will tell you, I feel like that was a great experience. I felt lighter. I feel refreshed. I feel like my juice fast is complete. So I think I really had a successful fast. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, which was I feel refreshed. I feel like I am ready to take on some new projects and to complete some old ones. I feel like I am creative and I'm ready to start afresh on this next day, this next journey, whatever life may throw at me, what's coming next. So I also am ready for the next phase, which is to have some whole fruits. I've already chopped up my watermelon so that way tomorrow morning when I wake up, hopefully hungry, ready to eat something, I don't have to worry. Everything is ready for me, and I'm sure I'll be satisfied because when I ate those prunes, I was like, oh my goodness, this is a lot of food. So, what happens when you're fasting is remember that your stomach shrinks. So, you can maintain that small stomach by eating slowly and making sure that you feel the satiation and you're getting the cues of feeling full and you listen to those. You can push past them if you want to, but I don't think that's what the point of all that hard work was to do. So I hope you learned something from my fasting. I hope it encourages you to try a fast yourself. It may not have to be a juice fast. It may not have to be a water fast. It may be blended smoothies. It may be fasting from certain type of foods. But whatever it is, challenge yourself to try something new and to just be open to what that experience may bring you. Like I said when I started, my fast wasn't for weight loss reasons or anything like that. Yes, I did have some weight loss along the way, of course, because I'm restricting calories, but that wasn't the purpose. The purpose for me was to feel refreshed, and that is what I feel. So, good luck to you and enjoy your first few bites. For more tips and recipes and entertaining ideas, check out my website, biteswithapplewhite.com. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss an episode.